Thanks for staying with us. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa will not meet Solidarity and Afriforum. This is according to the President's spokesperson, Vincent Magwenya. Magwenya was responding to the recent statements by the two organizations who have been on an international campaign where they lobbied support for the Afrikaner group in South Africa. Speaking to the SABC, Magwenya also said President Ramaphosa's administration will engage Trump's administration to set the record straight and also to correct what he says it's lies that have been added on the government transformation policies.
Well, they're no different from the repeated lies and distortions and misinformation that have been said about our country, which we continue to refute and to reject. I think what is important is that we are still looking forward to an opportunity to engage with the Trump administration to actually understand what is the actual issue, because we believe that they know that there are no land scissors in South Africa and they know the truth. And we're hoping that at some point soon we'll be able to have that engagement and the real issues will be placed on the table instead of the peddling of lies that we've refuted time and again.
Would you say that those engagements are a plan to try and diffuse the tension?
Well, there's no tension from our side. The tension is coming from their side and it has escalated from their side. It is in our interest, as well as their interest, to diffuse the tensions. This is a two-way relationship. It's not a one-way relationship. It's a relationship that benefits both countries equally so. And so we're hoping that as soon as those engagements take place, we will have a better understanding of what is the actual grievance they have against South Africa, and they will have a better understanding of our position on whatever issue that they have against South Africa. But we are at a point now where we do not believe that their issue has to do with land seizures, that their issue has to do with any so-called killing of white farmers or white people in South Africa, but they must just be bold enough to put their issues on the table, and then we can engage on those issues.
Afriforum and Solidarity have rejected Trump's offer, and they want to engage President Ramaphosa. And we know that those organizations are against some of the policies that the government of South Africa is implementing. Is the president going to meet them?
In 2018, Afriforum engaged in an international tour in which they peddled lies about South Africa. They misrepresented our country and our laws, and they did so deliberately. Prior to that tour, they didn't seek an audience with the president. It's not clear as to exactly why are they seeking an audience with the president now, but I can tell you categorically, the president will not meet with them.
Many are saying that the president made a mistake by meeting Elon Musk. What's the response of the presidency on that?
The president is the head of state, and the president will always do whatever it takes to protect and promote the interests of this country. Elon owns the X platform. Elon has been part of peddling lies about our country. Elon is quite influential, as we all know, in the Trump administration. He's part of the inner circle. Therefore, the president will not have an issue or ego issue to engage directly with Elon. Prior engagements with Elon, between Elon and the president rather, were aimed at convincing him to invest in South Africa through one of his many business portfolios. We are where we are now. The president had to make that attempt, and that attempt had to be made outside of your normal formal diplomatic channels, because Elon is not a government minister. He's not a head of state, but we know that he is an enormously influential individual within the Trump administration. And so the president, acting in the interest of the country, had to engage with Elon.
The president indicated earlier on that he will appoint an envoy.
So I can't give you names, but I can talk you through the sort of principle around the formulation of that team. It will reflect the diversity that we are as a country. It will reflect the diversity of the government of national unity in terms of the composition of ministers that will be part of that delegation. It will include our other social partners. For example, it will include people from business. And the idea will be they will travel to capitals around the world, including the United States, to articulate our position around the G20, our theme and what we seek to achieve. In the United States, obviously, it will go beyond just the G20. It will go into the issues that are currently and unfortunately defining the relationship between the two countries.